The UN has reacted to the Abuja division of the Court of Appeal, who has reversed its judgment on the appeal filed by the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to quash the terrorism and treasonable felony charge the federal government preferred against him. Says they are watching closely the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu case versus the federal government of Nigeria. They also repeated that the Nigerian government must comply to the directives given to them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and pay him compensation. Niger Twist News report. Some time ago, the UN and International Working Group under Obituary, these are under the United Nations Commission, has asked Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally and also pay him compensation. They said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's arrest was unlawful, unconstitutional, and a torture and all that. That the federal government of Nigeria did not, arrest Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in a due process. So they asked Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, and pay him compensation. They also indicted Kenya government because Nnamdi Kanu was adopted in Kenya and repatriated back to Nigeria in July 27th, 2021. And up to now, Nnamdi Kanu is still in the DSS court study. But looking at the body languages of the Nigerian federal government, they seem not to want to play along with directives of the UN. And this will not tell well of Nigeria as a country. Now they are still, reassuring Nigerian government that they are watching them closely in this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. So this case is what Nigerian government is supposed to take, seriously, not what they will play with, because UN is watching them. And I know that these people, they are not the kind of people you can just play with. This group, not be saying anyhow group. This group, they comprises of scholars, of who specializes on human rights issues and all that. So even the AGF Malami will not tell us that he knows better than them, because they have studied this matter, carefully, and found out that Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any sin, any crime against the federal government, though the Nigerian government, Nigerian government is even the one who has committed crime against the IPOB leader and all that. And that is the reason why they asked him to release him. On Tuesday, September 13th, the Abuja division of the Court of Appeal has revised its judgment on the appeal filed by the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, to quash the terrorism and treasonable felony charge the federal government preferred against him. Sahara reporters had reported that Kanu, who is currently facing trial before the Federal High Court, sitting in Abuja, had thought, as through his team of lawyers led by Chief Mike Ozekome, a senior advocate of Nigeria, SAN, approached the appellate court to interrogate the legal competence of the charge pending against Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOB leader. Justice Binta Enyanko of the Federal High Court, Abuja, had struck out 8 of the 15-count charge the federal government filed against the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. But Kanu's lawyers appealed against the ruling of the trial court on April 8 and sought the appellate court to review the ruling and struck out the remaining 7 counts pending in the lower court. The lead counsel of the IPOB leader had insisted that the charge the federal government entered against his client had no basis in law. In the appeal dated April 28 and marked CA/ABJ/CR/625/2022, appealed to be discharged and acquitted. Kanu equally urged the appellate court to order his release on bail, pending the determination of his appeal. Though the appeal was initially fixed for October 11, following an application, the embattled leader Nnamdi Kanu filed for abridgment of time. The appellate court brought the matter forward for hearing. When the matter was called up on Tuesday, a three-man panel led by Justice Jumar Hanutu said he had no need to dive into the issue of bail since the substantive appeal was ripe for hearing, according to Vanguard. So my people, even the court right now, they did not give dates for another hearing. They say indefinitely. So we don't even know when they are going to give dates. That indefinitely, whether it means whether next year or when, we not understand, because up till now they have not given date for another hearing, and these have caused so many Nigerians worrying. Why is it that the courts have said that the next hearing is going to be the judgment? Until now, they have not given dates. So Nigerians and the IPOP agitators and their supporters, they are still waiting and watching. And the UN too, when Nigerian government will give dates for another hearing. And some people come, they talk, say, if it be say this government, they're not ready to give date for the hearing, or maybe they won't wait till when this president don't come out for office, then they go come leave the matter for another person. That one not just to make a just the suffer for custody for nothing. So main Nigerian government may then do the needful according to the UN, that they must comply to their directives. I'm dropping it here. Please kindly share your thoughts below the comment section. Thank you.